enjoy each other's company while they're enjoying good food.
Chicken festival goers, mount up. Peas, tots, carrots and brats, rosemary, thyme, Corona with lime, burger with cheese, no onions please, cabbage, kraut, salmon and trout, olives, tomato, pickles, potato. Ron Rivera likes pasta primavera, Polish, Amish, Danish, pastramish, water, vinegar, wine with vinegar. Oh, yeah. No rest for the breast. Banana. Banana. Eats and beats that move your seat. Loveland, DeMoss, the chicken sauce, full as a mole, knocking on a roll. Knife and fork, cause we serving up pork. If you're alert, we'll serve this dessert. A dingleberry tart, a la carte. Ladies and lads, moms and dads, make the volume climb. It's dinner time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Lemon pepper my wings. Huh, huh, huh. Yo, chief, saute that brisk. It's Wednesday night and dinner's aight. Delgado is here with her wine and cheer.
Hi, guys.
Play that Delgado. So put your paws in the air. If you like your steak rare, wave them side to side and go woo, like Ric Flair. Woo! Woo! All the people in the living room say dinner. Drones, space, jumper cables. It's all fair game at this round table. So type, Skype, what's your dinner tonight? Type, Skype, what's your dinner tonight? So type and Skype, what's your dinner tonight? So type and Skype, what's your dinner tonight?
Hi folks, this is Howard Herm from the House of the Not So Right.
Hello, welcome to dinner. This is an interactive program to reduce stress and allow you to communicate with your fellow humans.
The concept is simple. Comment during the program to communicate with your human hosts or fellow humans.
If you are offended during the process, please take the blue pill that has been provided with your dinner membership. As a proponent of physicians, I can assure you, it is perfectly safe.
Do not take the red pill. I repeat, do not take the red pill. You will be advised when the red pill is necessary.
We hope to gain valuable information with our interactions from you humans over the course of the season.
I want to assure you, this is not a cheap ploy to befriend you and to take over your planet.
Sit back and retrieve your 3D glasses from your dinner kit. The show is about to begin.
Welcome to the City of Floyd Falls 15th Annual 3-on-3 Basketball Tournament and Craft Show. Tom Evans with Delgado, as we have been asked to do a live remote tonight from this prestigious event, yearly event, 15th Annual. Delgado, mighty fine to have you with me on
fine to be here, Tom.
on our journey tonight. It is lovely to have
How about
everybody.
this location?
Location is amazing here in the city of Floyd Falls. I got to meet the city manager today. He accommodated us very nicely with a lovely hotel. And
Much roomier than previous locations.
very much so. The guy likes gravy.
Gravy boats?
Apparently so. He gave us a ton of gravy with that fish for some reason, but
Tasty.
that's what they like here in Floyd Falls. We're
Fish
glad.
and gravy for dinner tonight.
Exactly. We're glad you are with us to enjoy this 15th annual festival. I know many of you have probably been to the 3-on-3 Basketball Tournament and Craft Show, so feel free to offer your insights on past experiences, or if you're going to join us here in the next few days. Today was the initial day to begin, of course, as always, on the Wednesday, and then it goes through the weekend with crafts, booths galore. I think over 1,100 booths. Is that what he told us today?
Yes, 1,199.
1,199 booths, to be exact, is what they have here at the Craft Festival.
Everybody's here.
Everybody's here.
Everybody is here.
We've seen a lot of people, and hopefully some of the vendors might show up tonight and kind of tell us about their booths. Otherwise, we are going to inform you and tell you about all the vendors that we met today.
We've met a lot.
The city of Floyd Falls wanted us to specifically pick out a few booths, and so we'll go through those today and tell you about our experiences. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you'll be able to pick out some of these good vendors and give them some of your money or time or both. Don't you say?
Yes, agree. Somebody had a good comment that Rosemary is missing from this evening.
Rosemary is here. I'm sorry. She's
a little indisposed over there.
She is actually one of the vendors escorted her to one of the booths, so she'll be there the majority of the weekend. She will not be with us tonight. It doesn't look like. I told her to come back, but I'm not sure if she'll make it back tonight yet.
She didn't bring her change of wig.
Oh, so that is a good idea. Again, let us know some of the booths that you've been to in the past, or if you've been here today or looking forward to some booths in the future. I'm going to give you a depiction of kind of how the layout is here at the City of Floyd Falls City Park. If I can, Delgado, if you'll help me kind of say which way to go
I can
here.
see that. Yeah. So that's going to be the layout, the map
That's
of
the layout. You can see there's
craft fair.
1,100 booths. There's everything from a beer garden to a regular garden, a confessional booth.
Looks like a ball pit.
A ball pit.
Identify the restrooms. Make sure you know where those are
The
at
restrooms
all times.
are in the middle there.
Yeah.
So take a
Why
gander
is
at that. That'll be a good layout. I think they have these maps.
Oh, yeah. They're handing those out all over the place.
Picasso drew this. So
Oh, wow.
there's a necking area. If you missed it, there's a
Don't forget to stop by there. 18
necking
and older,
area.
though.
So
Yeah.
18
Keep
and
the kids
older.
out.
But I just wanted to give you the landscape, so when we talk about some of these vendors, you'll kind of know where
they're at,
where
where
we're
they're
talking
located.
about.
Yeah.
This is our purpose of being here tonight. The city manager wanted us to give a little ditty on some of these booths, so I'm going to go straight into it. And one of the booths that we went to today, this might have been, it was an early one that we went to, but it could have possibly be my favorite booth. It is.
I love when that happens, when you hit the good ones early.
It's booth number 3, right off the bat. It's, if you saw where we're located, let's see here. I'm trying to find us. There we are.
Okay, so here we are up here by the officials.
Your hand is really in the way
Sorry.
of that. Mm-hmm.
The officials lounge for the 3-on-3 basketball tournaments here. We're right here, so these are booths 1 through 100. So
On
this
that
is
back
one
side.
Yeah, towards the northeast. This is one of the first booths that we went to. It is Juan Smith's Dinner on Ice. One of the best vendor booths that I saw. Basically, it's Juan Smith. Him and his family went to Disney's. Not Dinner on Ice. Disney's on Ice. So it's Juan Smith's Disney on Ice.
You got dinner on the brain.
And, him and his family went to Disney on Ice a couple years back, and Juan was able to snap some Polaroids of quite a few of the performances. And basically, he's selling those pictures, and he's signing each and every one of them. So that's from 2016 Disney on Ice, but I was able to purchase a couple.
It's a couple of years old.
Yeah.
It's not, it's recent.
So
We do have a comment from one of the attendees at the craft show today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice. I told the city manager we'd have quite a few people that went today, so that's very nice for you to
We've been
comment in.
advertising all day, been out here. So he said that he's been to the carnival and fell in the ball pit, broke his clavicle. Having fun.
Nice. Who was that?
That was old Nate.
Nate. The ball pit's there for a purpose, and a lot of people like to enjoy the ball pit. So
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
nice. And the ball pit is very close to Juan Smith's Disney on Ice. I guess you would call it, like what if you have an art showing? What is that called?
Like a showcase gallery.
Yeah, there's a word for it, but
Sure.
I can't think of it right
Yeah,
now.
drawing a blank. Mm-hmm.
But hopefully we'll try to get some vendors with us tonight. Also, we have to pay the bill, so we'll have a few advertisements throughout the show, and it is political season, so we don't
We don't have any affiliation.
no affiliation with one
yeah,
side or the other,
right,
or the third side, but
Right.
whoever pays the money gets
Gallery,
gets
yeah.
the commercials on here tonight. What was one of the booths that you went to today? Do you have some of your lists that you wrote down?
I do, actually. I checked out quite a few on my list. I made some notes of some of the better ones. I stopped by Fuzzy's Squirrel Hats.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, so he's been making squirrel hats for at least 50 years.
This is a funny story.
Yeah, but the most recent hats, they didn't really look like squirrels at all. I think he's getting a little hard of seeing.
Fuzzy tried to have me hold up a couple fingers, so I held up 2, and he said that I was holding up 5. So you can imagine what kind of animals the hats are made out of. What was the one that he held up to you?
I think it was like a bear.
I tried on a skunk hat. He said it was a squirrel hat.
Yeah,
But it was a skunk
he's very
hat.
proud of it, and said largest squirrel population since 1979. So it's had a good run this year.
I wonder why it's the largest. Probably.
Yeah, he's not hitting any squirrels.
I think everything's other animals.
No.
So,
Yeah.
anybody else out there been to Fuzzy's? And if so, what kind of hat did you get at the craft show? Of course, some of the vendors charge a little bit for some of their options, but it's only $5 to get into this craft fair, and that gives you a
believe it.
wristband for the
I
whole
just-
weekend. So
Yeah, I just can't believe it. It's a steal. If you're looking for something to do, it's great.
place
Great
to be.
option.
Hey, we're going to take a little bit of a time. Or did you have a comment?
Let's see. Well, Emily wanted to know if we were wearing flight suits, and I assured her that we are.
These are dinner outfits.
Well, yeah. Specifically made. But
Thanks for being with us tonight, Emily.
Andrew asked if this was Pokemon Patrol. So,
Pokemon Patrol.
yeah.
We haven't been through. Our show is not, but we haven't been through all the vendors. There could possibly be a
There could
Pokemon
possibly
Control
be
there.
somebody in the, yeah.
Hey, we're going to take our first quick break. We'll be right back here on.
I went back to school 8 years ago. It was tough pursuing a degree with 3 kids and a full-time job, but I achieved my goal. On my graduation day, we found out my wife was diagnosed with a terminal illness. It was just days after my sister lost her eyesight. While caring for my father in a coma. It's been a rough go. Luckily, my mother fixed me both
bowl of broccoli after a chemo session. It was delicious. I put a piece on my brother's grave.
Broccoli gives you the vitamins and minerals needed to survive the day.
On November 6th, choose broccoli. I know my best friend Lenny would have if he was still alive.
Welcome
broccoli.
back. Thank you to our sponsors for dinner. Broccoli, one of the main sponsors. Candidate sponsor tonight, apparently.
I bet they made a big donation.
Big donation. Another one of the booths that I really had my eye on, caught my attention. This one is just straight up called Tongue. I didn't know what to expect going into this booth.
I was shocked myself.
But there's
really.
a big sign that just says
Huge
Tongue, and it's kind of got a similar depiction to like the Rolling Stones' Tongue.
Right, yeah.
I was unsure about this one. But their advertisement said they have 500 of the most rotten mouths in the region.
Ugh.
Can you imagine what comes along with that?
Yes.
500
I saw it.
500 of the most rotten mouths in the region. They kind of have everybody's picture up there, like headshots, and just with mouth shots, basically. And what it is a raffle, and every 5 minutes, whoever wins the raffle has the opportunity to make out with one of these rotten mouths.
Or I think you can buy a picture of one of the mouths that they photographed.
That would be nice. Well, I think the only option of buying those pictures was you had to make out with the person first.
Well, that makes sense.
So-
I mean, to remember it always.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I didn't have the opportunity. Did you do it?
Oh, no.
No, I'm going back after Dale just reminded me about getting the picture, so I want to have that. It's kind of like when you go down one of the rides, maybe at Silver Dollar City or one of the splash rides where you get the picture.
Yeah, it's exactly
So,
like that. Yeah.
I'm going to take advantage of
There's
that.
photographer
I'm
on
going to get
site
that.
and everything. Yeah.
Has
right.
anybody
I
else
think they'll
been?
sign it.
Has anybody else been to Tongue? I think this is the first year for Tongue, is what they said.
Do they sign
So-
it with their tongue so it's like got slobber on the photo?
That would be nice.
That might be nice. Yeah.
So this is the first year, but I wonder if anybody went there today, actually, because I'm definitely thinking about going.
Yeah. Somebody else went to the Guess What I Ate booth. The carne is real good. Even detected the extra pinch of salt.
Nice. I'm going to have to check that out. Do they remember what number that one was?
Nate, if you could comment what booth number that was, we'll make a note of it and swing back by. It's probably...
But one of them, yeah. Tongue was booth 822, and if you remember the depiction, 822, that's over by the parking lot, the beer garden, the parking lot.
You're over there. You're over there.
There
you go.
I'm on the hard camera. I'm sorry.
There you go.
Tongue is an 822.
He says it was 33.
Up
so
here.
that's going to be up in the other right-hand
Yeah,
corner.
33 is over here. So
That was actually by...
northeast.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's very nice.
Thanks for sharing.
Thank you. I'm going to go to that tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm going to check that out. We don't have any more remotes besides tonight, so.
No, we sure don't. We're going to just be enjoying this festival all weekend.
And did you have another one that you
Oh, sure,
were able
sure,
to see?
sure. Yeah. Let me get my list out here. Gosh. The Susan sweater vest, that's booth number 27. That was kind of one of the first ones we dropped by. She's got some third-generation sweaters. She's not a third-generation sweater maker, but they've been around for 3 generations.
Oh, yeah. I remember going by that one. She was a nice lady.
Yeah. Different type of style of vest. There's kind of a hole in the center of it, in the chest area.
Well, from what she described, it was a regular sweater.
Yeah.
But then her, was it her father or her husband?
Father.
Her father had a big cyst in his chest.
Yeah.
So his wife had to cut out a V
I think it
to
was
make like the
actually
sweater
his
vest.
mother. Yeah.
Whomever it was.
Right.
But a big pussy, kind of big zit. So
Yeah. But the sweaters are top notch.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
she has the sweaters
just
for sale.
Probably put like a brooch or something over it, or
brooch.
Yeah, exactly. So, you can work with it. It was great. Yeah.
I purchased one, so we'll try it out
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah.
Very nice. A lot of this might trigger some memories for people about what booths they went to. So I'm sure some people have probably been to Susan's, might even have one of the sweaters
Probably
of
do.
hers.
I know.
Hey, don't forget that this is also a 3-on-3 basketball tournament taking place.
Don't forget about that.
I'm going to give you...
Make sure you get entered into the tournament.
There's 3 courts, as you can see, if I can get a little bit closer. The court that's closest to where we are...
Court number 2 there.
Would be court 2.
Oh, that's court 3. We're close.
No, we're right here.
Oh,
so
okay.
Court,
4 by 3. Yep.
Court 3, there's a moat around it, but the seating's around the moat. Anyway, on court...
Don't dive in the moat.
Court 3 early this morning was the first game, and we had a chance to watch this game. This was a hell of a game, let me tell you.
It's good.
It was one of the best games I've seen in a while.
They'll go to the finals.
Although the score was fairly lopsided, it was Blue Chips athletes making cookies. They faced off against Senior Living Knickknacks. And just some backstory on this. In order to play in the 3-on-3 tournament, you also have to be a vendor. So
yes, right.
Blue Chips athletes making cookies, that they make some fine cookies, and then Senior Living Knickknacks, a lot of the seniors from the senior center were making the score was, it's not going to tell you how close the game actually was. It was 137-0 that Blue Chips won. But the senior citizens kept it in there. Yeah. Albert Pepper, also Dorothy Lyle, they had a good game.
Yeah.
And
they handed out cookies.
Dorothy made it. Yeah, Dorothy made it down to the front court one time.
Wow.
It was a good game. So that was the first game we saw today. The tournament's going on all week as well. Do we have anybody else that's been to the festival?
Scott needs to know if we visited the booth that sells the tungsten bracelets embedded with 11 earth frequencies. Actually, I do recall that. Almost purchased one. We were on the fence. Cures debilitating back pain. So just, putting that out there. If you're in need of some metal therapy,
that's the place to be.
Go there.
I'm going to go check it out, Scott. Hey, we got to take another break real quick. We'll be right.
Amy.
We'll be right.
It was tough pursuing a degree with 3 kids and a full-time job.
Ron Stevens claims that he had a full-time job while pursuing a degree, but Ron Stevens is a liar. Pay stubs show some weeks where Ron only worked 29 hours. Is that considered full-time, Ron?
I know my best friend Lenny would have if he was still alive.
Oh, Lenny is your best friend, is he, Ron?
You know, I always considered Ron Stevens to be my best friend. He even gave me this best friend's medallion, engraved and everything. Who's Lenny, Ron?
If Ron Stevens will lie about so much, he's lying about broccoli. In fact, he claims
broccoli gives you the vitamins and minerals needed to survive the day.
When he knew all too well his brother Rip ate broccoli on the day he was gunned down. Ron Stevens is a liar. On November 6th, choose cauliflower. Cauliflower tastes great, and it won't lie to your face.
Paid for by the Widows of Broccoli Slain, B.B. Haynes, treasurer.
Cauliflower.
Broccoli.
Stiff competition, I tell you. November 6th is right around the corner.
November 6th is right around. Make sure to register to vote. Those are 2.
I think that's kind of already passed.
I don't know.
But you still can.
I'm sure you can probably vote.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
After seeing both of those.
You'd want to.
I do. Folks, the city of Floyd Falls is such a gracious host, and we're happy to be here. We hope to...
The VIP lounge is just to die for.
The beer garden. We actually went to the vegetable garden today as well.
Delicious.
Delicious stuff.
I think there's some cauliflower and broccoli over there, actually.
The second game we took in today at 10 o'clock was a good one. It was in honor of 3. Had a hell of a team. It was actually a vendor that does racing memorabilia, including metal NASCAR signs, and they were called in honor of 3, Mel Jr., and Teresa. And they played Lazy Steven's Serving Wand. Have you seen this thing from Lazy Steven?
Yes, I actually have. The video?
The serving wand. It's like
kind of one of those sticky hands, but it
Yeah.
basically you just go like this and you put food on that. Different than a lazy Steven, it's even more lazy where you can.
Got it.
I think it goes up to 50 feet.
I guess I missed that one
So,
today. Yeah. Yeah, it sounds fantastic.
Lazy Steven, Lazy Susan, and Energetic Ron were on the team for the Lazy Steven serving one. 15-3, they took it over in honor of 3. Energetic Ron had 15 points.
Wow.
He was basically their whole team.
Ballin'.
Do you have another one of the booths that you want to talk about?
Yeah, sure do. Yeah. Oh, let me get that there. Let's see here. I stopped by the Taffy Broads. They were at booth 711. It's Michelle Twindle, Caitlin Holiday, and Linda Sutton. The regulation broad jump pit. So they make you a piece of taffy. Like you jump.
Yeah, you do the broad jump, and they make a piece of taffy as long as you broad jump.
Right, exactly.
It was fun.
So, yeah, it was. I mean, I think mine was like, 3 feet? Yeah.
Maybe 13.
You know.
It was good stuff. I'm going to run through a couple more because we're getting paid to do this. We went to booth 220. That was Terry's Tapestries. You know, the kind of the tapestries you normally find at the crafts fair, like Guns N' Roses, Pink Floyd, Skull and Bones, the black ones that you put up so you can close out the windows to do meth. These that Terry had are a little bit different, kind of different. The ones that I bought, he had a Tony one.
Okay.
Jim J. Bullock was another one that he had. And he had the favorite one that I got, he had a blacklight tapestry of the Pope.
Okay.
So.
Well, I don't know what really any of that is, but it sounds nice.
Also, this one got me, folks. Now, these people had a booth right when you walk in, basically. They put them at the end here, over here. 1,099. I know why they put them over there. It was just called Come Here.
Okay.
So, basically, you're standing there, you're walking by the booth, and they're going, come here, come here.
Okay.
So I get over there, and there's a bunch of people that go over there, too. It's basically a glorified sperm bank.
Oh, wow.
They got me, but that's one to check out.
They did get you. Wow.
They
Okay.
check out if you come
Great.
to the
I'll notate that one.
basketball tournament.
Yeah.
All right. Did you have anybody else that have been to some of the booths?
You know,
we haven't
Amy was
yet?
wondering if there was a Todd Loveland sweater vest booth, because he's, there might be a big competition. Susan, big competition with Susan.
For
Probably.
sure.
They might be right next to each other.
I think so.
know?
Oh, if so, we'll have to check it out.
Probably get both, I would imagine.
Hey, we're going to take another quick timeout. We'll be right back.
Long live cauliflower!
Broccoli!
Cauliflower! Cauliflower, you asshole! Broccoli tastes better!
Stick that cauliflower up your ass.
Get out the way, you broccoli loving son of a bitch!
Are we so tribal that we can't even think for ourselves? Broccoli or cauliflower? Cauliflower or broccoli? Do we really have to side with one or the other just so people will agree with us?
Oh, I hear it all the time. Girlfriend, broccoli's always going to be there for you. It didn't commit any treason. Or, cauliflower's going to emit less gas than a 5.6 liter engine. So what? What's my choice? I don't like either.
Now you have one. It's asparagus.
Asparagus is low in calories and very low in sodium. It is a good source of vitamin B.
There's finally a third option. Vote asparagus on November 6th.
Paid for by citizens in white headbands for a third option. Darian Hagen, treasurer.
Nice.
Now
nice
that's my kind of party right there.
An asparagus party?
Asparagus. I think I'm going to vote for
You
asparagus.
love asparagus. Makes your pee smell weird.
I might have to vote for asparagus. I think so. Hey,
We are not supposed to pick sides around here.
I know. Well, that's one of the better ads that I've seen. The final game that we saw just probably an hour ago, we went and saw 3 Meat. This is the closest game we saw today. 3 Meat versus Rimmed Out. 3 Meat is a sandwich company. They serve 3 Meat sandwich.
I would assume so.
3 Meat sandwich. They beat Rimmed Out 36-35.
Close game.
Rimmed Out had the final shot. Of course, it just was off the rim.
Of course.
Rimmed Out does kind of the wheels for the
So
GMC
that's probably the story.
Astro van.
One.
36-35. Meat Huntington had 12 for 3 meet with 18 boards.
Cool.
So that was the game of the day so far here at the City of Floyd Falls 15th Annual 3-on-3 Basketball Tournament and Craft Show. We hope everybody's having a good time. We might go through a couple more booths. We're running out of time. We might actually have a guest here in a little bit too. One of the better booths. Let me go through. I have a bunch of them on here. Let me through. One of the better booths that I saw. Now this one.
Oh boy.
This is the one that made me laugh the most. This booth was called Third Base, and it featured, basically it was just third base coach Fuss Gibbons from Floyd Falls, from the Floyd Falls Gladiators. He's the third base coach. It was just him, and he set up kind of a makeshift infield and ball field. So he was standing at third base, and for $5, he would give you signs. You'd be on first base, and basically somebody from behind you would hit a single, and so you're supposed to run the base pass, and as you turn and round second, you're supposed to come and coach. Third base coach is over here giving you signs and stuff, telling you to come or go. And basically,
these kinds of signs.
Mm-hmm.
I thought so.
What he does is he leads you behind. There's a wall right behind third base. He leads you behind the wall, and he goes behind and kind of funnels and gets on not all the way, but just to third base. So it was worth the $5.
I bet it sounds like it was. Wow. Wow.
What was one of your favorite booths that you had?
You know, I just feel like we're really running out of time here. There were a lot of great ones. We had a really good day.
Well, here's that last one there.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Because I like this one too as well.
Well, I'm a fan of funnel cakes, and we went by late Linda's funnel cake, by the late Laura, who's pregnant.
So late Linda was deceased, and late Laura was pregnant.
Yeah, so late Laura is carrying on the tradition of late Linda's funnel cakes, and they were delicious. It's her mom. She actually died during making a batch of funnel cakes for a family reunion, so that's kind of sad.
Well, they had extra funnel cakes, is what she said. So
so she just bought a booth, set them up, started selling them. I mean,
they were good.
Well, you don't want them to go to waste.
What booth was that? That was booth
407.
407. So go get a funnel cake this weekend if you're coming down to the.
They were still good.
3-on-3 basketball tournament. Hey, we're going to do one more break. We'll come back and finish off the show. I think we might have a guest as well.
Do you think any of this really matters? More than likely, we're living in a simulation. The radius of the universe is estimated to be 46.5 billion light years. Your existence is meaningless. Your existence is meaningless. Nothing you do will be remembered 200 years from now, which is but a blip in the 19 billion year existence of the universe. Actually, a billionth of a blip. This is all just a dream. Staring at the sky, staring at the sun, whichever I choose, it amounts to the same. Absolutely nothing.
Life is without meaning, purpose, or intrinsic value. But Brussels sprouts can provide a rare instance of joy and a bit of protein to supply you with energy while you wait to enter the void.
Since nothing really matters, choose Brussels sprouts on November 6th. Brussels sprouts. Why the not?
Paid for by Now is for Brussels sprouts. Nothing, treasurer.
So we have a fourth person in the running, November 6th. Make sure to. This is the Get Out Vote campaign. Everybody here wants to.
Scott said he's ready in spinach. It's not bad.
I'd like writing in people as well. So
any
write-in vote would work. But those are 4 pretty good candidates. Thank you for advertising with dinner. Of course. Hey, I'm going to go and try to find our next guest. Delgado will take your questions and comments here.
Taking your questions and
for a couple minutes. I'll come back with our guest. He'll be our final guest, and we'll end the night.
Wrapping it up around here. Hope you guys have enjoyed Dinner Season 4 premiere. Big premiere. Send me your comments, your questions, your thoughts. Special guest, final guest wrapping up the show here. Yeah, what'd you guys have for dinner? I think Mike had, Eddie had chicken and noodles. Sounds delicious. Mike had fried cheeseburgers and french fries. Yum. What else? What else did you guys have? Hopefully Tom and I will be able to get out to most of the other booths this weekend. I think we're supposed to be entering into the basketball tournament, but we have to find a third person. So if you know anyone that's out here at a booth that wants to enter, but they're flying solo, just let them know that we're looking for a third. We're going to try to get in on this 3-on-3 basketball tournament. Dinner, guests. What? Oh, golly, I don't. Oh, here we go. Nope. Oh, I'm sorry. I had the name written down of our guest, and I had misplaced it. So, Father Frank Rigatoni. Father Frank Rigatoni is here this evening. Hello, Father. Golly, nice to see you. Yes, thank you for coming. Yeah, have a seat, please. Please, have a seat.
It's such a wonderful opportunity to be here.
Yeah.
The 15th annual Floyd Falls 3-on-3 basketball tournament and craft show. As you know, me and the diocese have a booth.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been to it yet?
Yeah, I did stop by. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thanks for coming. Mm-hmm. We have a confessional booth.
Yes,
so
I saw that.
Anyone that wants to give confession, they're more than welcome to come by our booth.
Give confession or get confession.
Give or give. It's a season of giving or getting.
Either one.
Either one.
Okay.
Our confessional booth's by the beer garden, so.
Wow. Go confess your sins.
Please come by the confessional booth this weekend. I thank you for having me on, and I think Tom said that I can take it out. So peace be with you, and have a good night. Delgado be with you as well.
Your situation's at the top of my head. I don't know what to do. I know it's painful, but it's got to be said. These things you're going through, oh, you can't do that. Oh, you can't do that.
Hi folks, this is Howard Hearn from the House of the Not So Right.